Well, Mark, this is the 12th match on tour, and for the 12th time, the Lions seem to have attracted the good weather. It's a little overcast, not much wind around. The ground is going to be soft after some heavy rain yesterday, but really perfect rugby conditions. Well, Stu Wilson, the Lions have always beaten Waikato. Waikato, though, the national championships, if they're ever going to win one, it should be today.
Well, it is, and if John Mitchell and the boys from Waikato play it properly, you know, they go out and enjoy themselves. It's not a national championship game, it's not a Ranfurly Shield. They're playing basically for fun, and if they enjoy it, they could actually tear apart the Lions side.
It's got a very much a midweek look about it, the Lions team, hasn't it?
Yeah, and they haven't actually performed that crash hot over the last couple of games. But, you know, they're a dangerous little animal. It's their last game before they head home. I expect a little bit more commitment from this midweek side from the Lions. But I tell you what, if Waikato play it properly, they'll win.
Okay, Stu Wilson with those comments. He'll be joining me in the commentary box in just a few moments' time. In the meantime, let's meet the two teams.
Matthew Cooper is Waikato's only current All Black, and he's in the reserves. So today, he and his teammates were out to prove they're better than that. Players like Simon Crabb, Warren Gatlin, Graham Purvis, Dwayne Monkley, Richard Jerram and Captain John Mitchell have played major parts in maintaining Waikato as a real force in New Zealand rugby. Today's Lions were out to prove something as well, that they were better than their performance last week. Taking over the captaincy from Stuart Barnes is Will Carling, and not surprisingly the side features none of the test-winning team of last Saturday. Let's rejoin our commentary team, Grant Nisbet and Stu Wilson.
And the referee for this afternoon's encounter is Terry Marshall from Waikato, and already Waikato with an innovative start, towed ahead by Doug Wilson, and he makes the tackle on Tony Clement. So already Waikato have declared their hands, Stu Wilson.
Well, a non-traditional start by Waikato, but look, they've now camped just inside the Lions 22. Very good start.
So the first line out of the game will be deep in Lions territory. Simon Crabb, the halfback, gives the call to Warren Gatlin. And Waikato with Dwayne Monkley at the back. Just in front of him was Richard Jerram, then John Mitchell, the captain. They're looking down the back towards where Jerram wins it. Now big Brent Anderson on the charge. Anderson, 2 or 3 metres short of the line. What a good start by Waikato. There it is for Crabb. Now Foster. Cooper. Winston scores. Fantastic start by Waikato.
Oh boy. This is a wonderfully set up ruck by the Waikato forwards. Men to burn, cut out pass there, straight to Cooper at fullback, in giving Doug Wilson room. That's a magnificent start. All won by the back of the line out initially to set that ruck up. Lovely pass, straight running, bingo.
So Doug Wilson's try not converted by Matthew Cooper, but Waikato have made the best possible start. They lead by 5-0. This is the first time the Lions have handled the ball. Stuart Barnes is going to kick off from halfway. An awesome start by Waikato. They are really steamed up for this game as they take it in 15 out from their own 22. One World of Sport at Rugby Park in Hamilton. Foster saw a little chance of a run down the blind side. Cooper away again. Inside Lions territory. There it is again for Crabb. Across for Dwayne Monkley. A lot to prove this afternoon, Dwayne Monkley. I'm sure he'd love to send a message to the All Black selectors. Just on the Lions side of halfway. Now the Lions drive in, but they haven't got it again. Foster kicks. Coming forward to meet it is Tony Clement. Waikato still controlling it. Away for Foster again. Now it's to Wayne Warlow. 10 metres on the Lions side of halfway. Waikato have had all the ball to play with so far, and they're going to get it again too. Here goes Crabb. Stepping once more and getting through a lot of tackles. Aaron Collins, the new man. Hello, penalty. Frustration on the Lions side. And it's Peter Wright, and I would have to say, Stu, it's not the first penalty he's given away on tour.
No, it isn't. That's a sign of a desperate play, just coming in on the wrong side.
From about 40 metres out, has it up nice and high, and just away. Clement will go back for the restart at the 22, so it remains at 5 points to 0, and we've had 5 minutes play in the first half.
Well, the Lions will be looking to secure this ball from the 22 because they just haven't had it actually in their hands to play with.
Mike Teague appeared to go on the wrong side there. Yes, he did. He was a mile offside. Number 6, Mike Teague. The man who's played 11 games for the All Blacks, 2 test matches. Huge contingent of Lion supporters here. Cooper from wide out once more. And again, he's astray. Clement away for right winger Richard Wallace. And the Lions run it out towards their 22. But this is a real onslaught from Waikato. They'll be looking to Damien Cronin, the blonde man at the front, and Andy Reid. Cronin going high, but they're not going to win it. It's untidy, though, coming towards Crab, placed on the ground by Craig Stevenson. The Lions get through to win it. I was going to say chalk it up, they won the ball, but they haven't. Wayne Warlow. What a good run. Right in centre field. Waikato get it back again towards the try scorer, Doug Wilson. He endeavours to keep it in the field of play. And a good little kick by Doug Wilson. Richard Webster's a long way from the play. Well, there's a decent gap in that line-out. That's probably the best gap we've seen on tour. Let's hope it stays that way as Milne throws. Waikato winning all the ball. Crab for Allison. Now Collins again. Boys a solid unit. Bouncing his man off. Allison. John Mitchell in good support. Waikato playing all the rugby so far. Crab to Foster. Collins just let that one go for a moment. Warlow, though, held it up nicely. Good ball retention. Now Buck Anderson. Richard Jerram has a look. No tackling from the Lions. Stevenson. Warlow. It's all about ball retention. 15 metres out from the Lions line. And here they go with the big, powerful rolling ball that they've perfected over the years, Waikato. Now this is going to be very hard to stop.
This is good rugby because they sucked in a few of the loose fringes.
Jerram goes on. Try given. Dwayne Monkley it was. And there wouldn't be a more popular try scored this afternoon than the one just scored by Dwayne Monkley.
This is good rugby for Waikato. They've been moving the ball quickly around from each other, supporting each other, but then when they got the drive on, they all came in, sucking in the loose forwards of the Lions, who tend to fringe out in this situation, drive straight over the line. Fantastic try.
There he is, twisting and turning. Richard Jerram it was. Ball went to ground, snapped up by Monkley, and out with the big hand try. Matthew Cooper, unsuccessful so far, but that's going to change by the looks of things. Yes, it is. 12 points to 0. Waikato lead, 10 minutes gone. I think the Lions are finding out what Waikato, at least what Otago found out towards the end of last season. A fired-up Waikato team on their home ground in front of a big crowd. Pretty hard to beat. 12-0 down already. Now Crab. Allison standing inside his 22. No pressure at all on Reece Allison. And that's a lovely kick downfield. Tony Clement just out from his 22. Wants to get something started. Oh, he's lost it. Now Cooper. Monkley again. Warlow. Across for Jared. Wilson has some room to move. Some of the tackling's been deplorable from the Lions. 5 metres out from the 22. And Crab gets it again. Allison pulls it in well. Frees up the arms. Taken in by Richard Wallace. That's a timely save by the right winger. But they've got to get the ball back. They've had no ball so far at all. But they do get a penalty. Tony Clement then, once again, to relieve the pressure. He made the initial mistake.
Well, Waikato just making sure that when they get in a tackle situation, they're getting the ball away very quickly.
One World of Sport at Rugby Park in Hamilton. Don't forget live coverage of the third and deciding test match on One World of Sport from Eden Park on Saturday. Another penalty against the Lions. Now Cooper might come forward here and try again. Let's go back and have a look at this line-out. Andy Reid, the man penalised. Cooper didn't attempt the goal, but now it's a line-out. Waikato ball, quickly thrown by Gatland. Another free kick. Well, the Lions can't do a thing right yet.
Well, Terry Marshall from Canterbury, the referee, saying they better have the meter gap between the line-outs.
Gatland pumps it up. Waikato probably the best team in the country at this rolling maul. They've got it well controlled at the back. Tremendous at holding their feet. Monkley has it. Gatland goes in to help him. They've only got 5 metres to go. They finally go to ground. So here it is. Anderson places it for Crabb. Stolen away though by the Lions.
Oh, some great tackling by the midfield backs from Waikato. Will Carling caught by Reece Allison. Have a look at this. This is good play, but the ball came out of bubble. This is when it's dangerous. Watch this little tackle there. Oh, dear.
Cooper guides another one through. 15 points to 0. And as they say in cricket, it's a run a minute. Graham Purvis, another former All Black. 13 of these Waikato players played in the National Championship final last season. The only ones missing being Richard Lowe and Andrew Strawbridge. Now the Lions, they're going to put something on Waikato for a change. Jones, away for Barnes, in front of Carling to Cunningham. Carling goes back. Good strong run here by Will Carling. Wallow going back. Oh, bounces on the line. Now Richard Webster, 15 metres out.
Good play by Richard Webster there. He was the first one there for a loose forward.
Jones, away for Wallace. Nowhere to go. Dragged down by Crabb and a good tackle. Lions trying to retain possession. They do so. Penalty. Players diving on the ground. Stay on your feet, says Terry Marshall. And they've blown a chance.
Okay, they're fairly lucky to get out of that situation. That's good play by the Lions. They've actually got themselves into the game. Fortunately, it's taken 17 minutes.
Kenny Milner of Scotland played in the first test, was dumped out for the second. There's a lot of Scotsmen on this side. In fact, the tight five are all from Scotland. The three front rows and the two locks. 12 metres on the Waikato side of halfway. Crabb, play on, says the referee. Coming for Foster. He's going to be grabbed by the loose forward trio. Good opportunity here for the Lions if they can free the ball. It's there now for Jones. Barnes with players lined to his left. Kick through by Cunningham. Good kick too. Cooper going back. Chance for the Lions. Brendan Anderson. Well, he got the kick away.
Nice dummy. Good skills by the big lock forward. Nice little dummy. Just couldn't quite get the kick away. I'd be very happy with that myself.
Great opportunity for the Lions. 20 minutes gone in the first half. Down by 15 points to 0. Held in the back by Mick Galway. Now Jones. Long one across to Clement. Couldn't hold it. They'll play an advantage here. Well, the idea was solid and sound, but Tony Clement couldn't hold it.
Well, it's probably one of the more dangerous passes and backline movements. It was a cutout of about 3 or 4 guys that had a lot of control on it. Not quite that time. Clearance
made by Ian Foster. 24 minutes gone in the first half. 1 World of Sport in Hamilton. Away goes Mick Galway. Support from Mike Teague. The Lions having a good 5 minutes on attack here. They really need to try and convert it into points, and they might just do that because they have a penalty. Waikato playing the ball on the ground, and there may well be a shot at goal here from Stuart Barnes.
Well, that refereeing is consistent. One of the Waikato boys deliberately just tried to kill that ruck. You'll see it here. The drive was on Richard Webster. See the boys just going right across. And I think the referee's very consistent there. 1 each.
He's been around rugby a long time, Stuart Barnes. Made his England debut back in '84. So Barnes kicks the penalty goal after 25 minutes, and Waikato lead by 15 points to 3.
6-1, 2-7, 0.
Gatlin finds Stevenson. Lovely take by the man at the front of the line out. Foster running straight again. That's been a real feature of the way Ian Foster has straightened the attack. Crabb away for Collins. Debut game for Waikato this afternoon and making a very good start too. They've said it again. Fanning left and right. Warlow wants to get in the action. Got rid of Will Cowling. The England captain missed the tackle altogether. Allison, Cooper, flicks it up for Foster. Richard Jerram lost it forward.
Good play though. They're not going to muck around when they take that ball in unless they want the full drive. They're just going to get it back to Simon Crabb as quickly as possible, and they're going to go left or right. This is just what they call speeding the game up. It's not silly move. It's controlled, disciplined rugby. Everyone knows what they're doing. This Aaron Collins is looking a steady midfield back. Big, tall, strong, able to stand on his feet.
Referee just reminding the two front rows they can't stand up. It's got to come though for Mitchell. Looking infield for his loose forward support, but they clear away to the backs. Allison, Cooper's in. In fact, they're all in here. Warlow. Wilson's looming away to his left. Again, Warlow shows his strength. Up for Brent Anderson. Placed on the ground by Anderson. Now Craig Stevenson on the charge. Good stuff from Waikato. Stevenson close. Up for Crabb. No way through there. Now Warlow. Warlow again. Allison. Collins. Monkley. Dwayne Monkley. A metre short. Desperate defence by the Lions. And they played it on the ground and got penalised.
Well, the referee saw the hands. Great play by Waikato. They're just taking it to them. Good hard straight driving. Plenty of support. Players standing in the tackle. Peter Wright feeling the game. He had a bit of a dip on the inside, but he's a big, strong boy. Look at the one arm unloaded to Dwayne Monkley. He has a crash, gets tied up, goes to ground, lays it back nicely, and look at the hands going in over the top and the bodies. You cannot check like that.
Cooper. That's another penalty goal to Greg Cooper. It's 18 points to 3, and 8 minutes left in the first half. Well, the locals very happy with the performance of their pride and joy Waikato. 18 to 3 they lead. This time the Lions go for the short line out, won by Cronin. Jones flicks it across. Rather pedestrian passing by the Lions. They've made no progress at all as Vinnie Cunningham takes it into the setup.
Very little urgency in anyone wanting to run onto a pass there. That's if no one really wanted that.
Jones is going to get it again. Tony Underwood, but again it's held up in the breeze. Tapped on the line side, well read by Crabb. Now Stevenson. Here they come again. Now the Lions are going to take a while to stop this because it'll come back eventually. And once Waikato get the ball in hand, they have the ability to retain it.
There's one of the Lions deliberately pulling it down, yes. I think you'll find this Mike Teague, number 6. You can't pull them all down when it's on the drive, Mike. You can look very angelic and innocent, but big boy, that is against the law.
Cooper, again, yes. That's a third penalty goal for Greg Cooper, at least for Matthew Cooper, wrong province. And it's 21 points to 3. One World of Sport at Rugby Park in Hamilton. It's been all Waikato in the first half. 21 points to 3 they lead. Foster again. No attempt to kick it out. He says to the Lions, if you want it out, you kick it out. Clement. Underwood runs onto the ball. Just ankle tap by Brent Anderson. That was timely. Now Waikato can go from here. Wilson holding off the tackles. Foster. John Mitchell. Monkley. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That's rugby at its very, very best. I would say even in the Lions camp that is sitting up in the stands, they would acknowledge that's one hell of a good try. All started with quick ball. They stole it away. Doug Wilson given space. He ran through the gap. Just nailed by Robert Jones. There's the support. John Mitchell has the big lunge, and who is ever present? Mr. Monkley. Oh, that's a great try.
They back up the ball carrier so well. They were lining up inside Doug Wilson. Foster was there. John Mitchell, who scored more tries for Waikato than any other forward, finally had to give it away, but Dwayne Monkley's handling was outstanding.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is good rugby. This is simple rugby. Hard, straight running, back the ball carrier up in depth, emphasising in depth. Look, they had Matthew Cooper, Simon Crick, they had the whole team there. It was a lottery.
Matthew Cooper. So Matthew Cooper can't convert the second try scored by Dwayne Monkley, and the referee blows the whistle for half-time, and Waikato lead the Lions by 26 points to 3. Terry Marshall gets the second half underway, 26 points to 3, and that's knocked on 10 metres. So what a start to the second half for the Lions, just what they didn't need, Stu Wilson.
Oh, goodness gracious me, they are an international side. They're down 26-3 after 40 minutes. They've been shut out, and they start the second half to try and restore a bit of credibility, a bit of pride, and it doesn't go 10.
Waikato have it. Cooper's in early. Having a good game from fullback Matthew Cooper. Crabb brings it out. Stevenson on the charge. Big run by Craig Stevenson. Get out of my road, he said. Just near the 22. They said it again. Craig Stevenson is one of just 2 players who didn't play in the National Championship final. Across to Warlow. Dwayne Monkley there as ever. If there's a quicker flanker in New Zealand, Stu, I'll go he. Dwayne Monkley all over the park again. Hello, bit of a buster.
Well, maybe the Lions can win the fights, but they're not winning anything else. Oh, no, they lost the fight too. Oh, no, they got the penalty.
Bit of a chat to the 2 captains, Will Carling and John Mitchell. It's been a clean game up to this point. That's a big kick by Tony Clement. So the Lions do have a bit of an advantage in the second half, with the breeze blowing behind them. Quickly thrown by Milne. Cronin. A little bit of innovation from the Lions. Carling does the kicking. And he does it pretty well too, trapping Matthew Cooper down in the corner and forcing Cooper to kick with the left boots. So the Lions now have a launching pad.
It's good play.
26 points to 3 it remains. Graham Purvis in the middle of this shortened line-out, which features also Steve Gordon and Richard Jerram. They'll be looking for Jerram near the back. He's a good line-out forward, but not this time. Mike Teague does good work this time for the Lions. Right on halfway. Jones looks to pop it up for Cronin. He didn't make a lot of progress, really, Damien Cronin. And he might struggle to get it back. Now it's coming. Away for Will Carling. Again, a good kick from Carling. Deep into the corner.
Yeah, good play.
Cronin and Reid. Kenny Milne. Reid towering up high. Jerem comes through. Waikato have it again as Crab goes down the blind side. Well, the Lions really needed to win their own line out there.
Well, it came off the top from Andy Reid, but the back of the line out from Waikato went sneaking through there, tipped the guy over.
6 minutes gone in the second half. The Lions have a rare run through the backs. Carling's going to stretch the legs. Good run by Will Carling. Tony Underwood can't let him get away, and Carling's in touch. Well, that's the most promising move we've seen from the Lions, featuring Will Carling and Tony Underwood.
It's a fairly mean head trim, isn't it, Owen?
Craig Stevenson it was. Mick Galway wins it at the back. Hanging on to it is Webster. Jones. Wilson waiting. Underwood coming very quickly at him. Good tackle by Underwood. Cooper was in good support though. Now Cronin has it. The Lions certainly competing better in the second half, but they've so far not yet crossed the Waikato line. Carling looking for Underwood. Solid tackle by Rhys Ellison. There are a few better tacklers in the country. And it snuffed that move right out.
Well, there's no better head-on tackler than Rhys Ellison. He wears that protective gear because he takes a few around the Swedes. But, man, that was a great tackle on Tony Underwood.
New Zealand Maori player this season, Rhys Ellison, back to his position. John Mitchell, the captain, off the back. Crab, they've called a move. Wilson. Away goes Wilson. Waikato have it. 8 metres on the Lions side of halfway. Big Craig Stevenson. He's had some storming runs this afternoon. Waikato lay it back again. Allison to Collins. Good little surge by Aaron Collins. Looks like it could be on the Lions side. It is. Jones, opportunity to perhaps open it up. No, the kick made by Clement. Or from outside is 22.
Well, there's an old saying, Grant, to succeed you've got to be daring. There was a wonderful ball smuggled back by the Lions forwards. He had a bit of space to work, and he banged it down with his foot. And they're 20-odd points down. Wouldn't you want to be thinking you'd want to run if you're a back? Why not? You've got nothing else to do all day.
Certainly in the top half dozen halfbacks in the country, Simon Crabb. Gatlin looking again for Jerem. Outstanding line-out figure in this game, Richard Jerem. Well, Peter Wright's in trouble again. He gets away with it this time as Craig Stevenson takes it in. Where are we here? All over the place. Peter Wright's got it at last. Underwood. Back for Galway. Chance here for the Lions. Galway should have made the pass. They were looming inside.
If it all gets back down to continuity, a little in pass might have been better there from Mick Galway. But again, Waikato quick on the ball, game plan, keep the ball moving, clean take.
Lesson here for the All Blacks maybe, Stu?
Absolutely. Send them all a video copy.
Waikato varying their play. Everybody, I think, has talked about a change of tactics for Saturday. Let's see what happens. Up to halfway. Waikato, once again, this irrepressible surge. Monkley goes straight at Barnes. Jerem is in control of the ball. 15 metres out from the 22. The crowd stands again as Waikato charge on. The Lions have got no answer to it. Crab this time is taken, but somebody else will get it back. You can guarantee that. John Mitchell. Now it's with Craig Stevenson. What a marvellous replacement for Richard Lowe they have in Craig Stevenson. Now Gatlin plays first five. Away to Warlow. Tries to flick it back in field. The ball's still live.
I think Waikato have another go with Reece Allison. He's got 2 men outside him.
He want to have a go at it. All right. Bodies everywhere. Waikato are going to get it. Solid rucking. Foster. Still retaining the ball. Monkley tries to hand off Richard Wallace. Can't do that. Warlow's in support. Warlow. Purvis. 15 metres out from the line. Crab to Foster. They must score here, surely. Collins. A daybreak try for Aaron Collins.
Waikato, that's great rugby. Swinging the ball left, playing it right, linking up. Wonderfully set up again. Beautiful pass by Simon Crabb. And the goat just opened up here. He just filtered through. Good night, nurse. Oh, it's great rugby. But Dwayne Monkley, again, he's everywhere today. He was on the outside. He gave Wayne Warlow some chance down there on the left flank. He cuts in the field, and look at the big boy coming up the middle. There he is, Purvis. He proved look at that. They're all in there and the ball comes back. Look at that. Brilliantly delivered. Quick ball. You can play running rugby when you get ball like that and you've got finishes like this to seal the fate.
Just look how he takes the gap and the pace when he goes through it too. Just the accelerator goes down and there's not a line in sight. And Aaron Collins scores a try which is not converted by Matthew Cooper. So it's 31 points to 3, 15 minutes into the second half. Points to 3. Waikato have it again, just on their own side of halfway. Oh, hello. Touch judge has the flag out. Something happened across on the far side.
It wouldn't surprise me if Andy Reid has been pinged for this. Yes.
Let's have a look and see if we can see Andy Reid
Ball's
here.
on the other side. I think it's Peter Wright that steals it from the Waikato side. The drive goes in. There's obviously a few bodies that... oh, you can't do that. The person's body is not Mount Everest.
Foster bangs it away downfield. Missing touch for one of the few times today. And Clement able to return. Minutes remaining in the game. Crab misses Foster this time, straight out to Allison. Waikato straightening it up. Monkley takes it away again. Set again for Crab. Big Bren Anderson. They love to run with the ball, all of these Waikato forwards, and here's another one of them. Stevenson feeding Wilson. Stevenson stays with him. In fact, it's Warren Gatlin who stayed with him. Now they set it for Crab. Anderson knocks it on. So the Lions take it in, but no advantage.
Well, that'll be the first genuine, I would say, mistake in tactics that Waikato showed. That ball from Simon Crabb should have gone straight to Ian Foster and through the back line. They committed all the lines forwards.
There it is for Jones. Hurried clearance again from Tony Clement. That's all the Lions backs have been able to do this afternoon, is to clear it.
Which they've done quite well.
It's 31 points to 3. Gatland. Another variation. Well, they've tried all the tricks. this afternoon. Kevin Green, who captained the Waikato side in 77's got a bit to prove. Here's Craig Stevenson. What a man mountain he is. Pumps it up for Anderson. The Lions are struggling to stem the tide here. Stevenson again. Now there's a huge lineup. Allison away for Wilson. Good spot tackle by Tony Underwood. That was the only thing that saved the try. Doug Wilson looking for another try, but what a good tackle by Tony Underwood.
I think they were just a little bit too flat there. Maybe Reece should have fired a cutout pass, but that's a great tackle by Tony Underwood. And the defence is there. Waikato backs perhaps could have been a little bit deeper.
Big shot here by Waikato. All the Lions in trouble. Big trouble. No try.
That's a magnificent scrum by Waikato. But obviously said, let's give them a shot, see how good they are. And the red machine just basically disintegrated.
John Mitchell is the captain of the side. And he's the second highest try scorer in Waikato's history, behind Bruce Smith. And a lot of his tries have been scored from this position. Still going. Still going. No. Crabb brings it away. Oh, he knocked it forward. Oh, dear me.
Well, John Mitchell doesn't miss too many of these. This is an ideal scrum. That's a huge scrum. It was just a pick up and fall over the goal line. Oh, look at that. He just didn't control it. Oh, bad luck.
It's a penalty. Well, at least something's happened. Simon Crabb gives away another 10 metres. And I suppose one thing has happened at least, Stu. We're out of that corner finally.
Well, the ball is not out. The ball is not out of the scrum, and I'm sorry, Simon Crabb, you are in the wrong.
11 minutes remaining in the game. 31 points to 3. Just the one try in the second half. Waikato, they'll try to increase that. Up to Anderson. Magnificent teamwork by the Waikato team. John Mitchell, now Stevenson. Oh, good solid defence. Crabb gets it back again. Monkley goes to ground and frees it once more. Warlow. Collins. What a good debut he's had, Aaron Collins. Away for Warlow. Monkley.
Oh, this is too easy.
Gets one.
Great rugby, Deacon. This is great. Rainwater just through the gap. Dwayne Monkley out to the left. He cuts in field. He knows his men on the outside. And there's big Warren Gatlin. That is so easy. Little pat on the shoulder from Simon Crabb saying, this is for you. Take 5 points. Just through the gap. Hey, look at that.
Monkley's been in just about every try scored. He's got a couple himself. And he makes the final pass. And Warren Gatlin's well over 100 games for Waikato gets a try. Try converted by Matthew Cooper. They've gone mad at Rugby Park. It's 38 points to 3. So the Lions have one of their better attacking positions in the second half. Galway Gets to the 22. Now Jones, away for Barnes. Couldn't get it away, and Mitchell has grabbed it for Waikato once again. Look at the speed the Waikato forwards get there.
What they do, they're getting there quickly to the breakdown, but they're smuggling the ball back from the ball to the person that's getting tackled. That's just control of the Haggett.
Away for Monkley again. Tries to slip the pass, does so to Jerem. Tremendous leg drive from Richard Jerem. Another big line up here. Couldn't flick it away this time, threw it forward, and they'll come back for the scrum. But oh, this is a sensational performance by Waikato.
It is great. And at times when you get 30 to 40 points up on a team, you tend to get a bit loose. But this is good play. Reece Ellison just trying to go through that half gap, then look and try and bend the pass around, just lost control of the ball.
Webster peels off.
Well, he hasn't given up play. I mean, he's got to be one of the better forwards out there all day.
Cronin has a go too. 10 metres on the Waikato side of halfway. Now Barnes, Carling. Can they produce something here? Wallace down the right wing side. Still going. Oh, and Will Carling gets a lovely try. And good on him.
Well, they had to pull something
The
out.
try scored by Captain Will Carling, number 12.
Was well set up by Damien Cronin. Good hands. Will Carling set. Tony clambered up. Cunningham through to Richard Wallace. And he's the big guy, sticks inside. He looks for the support. And there's Will Carling again. Sets it up, finishes it. Sign of a good midfield player.
Tremendous work here by Richard Wallace on the right wing side, the Irishman. He got firstly past Reece Ellison. Not too many people do that. A despairing dive from Ellison. He almost, oh dear, he did put his foot out. Well, well, well. The try is given, but it shouldn't have been. Will Carling gets it. Barnes converts the Will Carling try. It's 38 points to 10.
Bringing the score.
Carling again. Will Carling's come back in the form in a big way. Tries to find Cunningham. Carried on by Galway. But the knock-on was made by Cunningham. And the game is over. John Mitchell has led his Waikato team to a magnificent victory at Rugby Park this afternoon by 38 points to 10 after they led at the break by 26 points to 3. You don't get them any more comprehensive than that. Waikato 38 and the Lions 10.